Oh, my goodness. Did you... Cowboy fans everywhere. Hold on. I want to be sincere. My condolences to you. I really am sorry. I'm really sorry that your season's over. I'm really sorry that all of this stuff that you were talking has now come to an end. I'm really sorry.
The man himself.
That was heartfelt.
Stephen
There's no question. It was heartfelt.
You were telling us they put you on the screen in LA?
Man, they did. You know, they put me on a big jumbo screen. It's, you know, the jumbotron in the stadium, and it sounded like the whole stadium was booing me. You know, and
I know what that's like.
I cannot tell you. I cannot tell you the joy that I felt. I mean, to be booed, and you got to remember, they weren't booing while they were winning.
Right.
They put me on the screen when the Rams were winning. So boo me, boo me. I was sitting there like, oh, really? Y'all are going down. Get ready for it. It was a beautiful feel. It was just a beautiful day. I mean, the sun was shining. There was supposed to be rain. It did rain. Did rain. The weather was in the 60s, but it was cool. You know what I'm saying? It was nice. Nice, beautiful blue skies, fireworks to start off the game. Dallas scored a touchdown. Everybody got their hopes up. And see, that's the beauty. When they get their hopes up, you know what I'm saying? I mean, if you just get blown out, that's entirely different. But when you get your hopes up, and then they come crashing down, that just tickles my heart. It just really, really does when it comes to the Cowboys fans. Not the Cowboys themselves. I like Dak. I like Ezekiel Elliott, those guys. But the Cowboy fans and the misery after the game, you should have seen them. You should have seen. I actually had Cowboy fans walking away from me. I said, where you going? I offered to take pictures with everybody. Every Cowboy fan that came from my way, I took the pictures with everybody. I don't think I've been that nice in years. I was so nice. I was so nice. It was just a beautiful, beautiful Saturday night, I must say.
All right.
I must say.
I
must say.
No one knows what it's like to have a whole stadium booing you, quite like the man to my left.
Absolutely.
But let me get directly to
Sure.
the T.O. tweet, because that clearly got a lot of attention, sort of spurred this yesterday. Can we put that up on the screen there? Terrell Owens tweeting at Jerry Jones. Hey, at Real Jerry Jones, about time for a coaching change, don't you think? 2 playoff wins in 10 years. Garrett isn't the answer and never will be. Way to compete, guys. Hashtag real talk. And, of course, there's a lot of history between T.O. and Jason Garrett and Jerry Jones. What'd you make of T.O. yesterday?
Well, first of all, it's clearly personal. It's clearly personal. And you know, I might have fun with the Cowboy fans, but in all seriousness, even though I believe that Jason Garrett needs to be gone, I thought he should have been gone from the time he went back to back to back 8-8 seasons, losing on the final game of the regular season with a division crown on the line to all 3 NFC East divisional opponents. Lost to the Washington Redskins, lost to the Philadelphia Eagles, lost to the New York Giants. Back to back to back years, not necessarily in that order. To me, that was grounds for his dismissal from back then. But I didn't blame him for Saturdays, even though I thought he should have put an onside kick near the end of the game, you know, try to get the ball back instead of kicking it off and looking for a stop. I looked at the Dallas Cowboys. I didn't find an issue with them schematically. I thought they got beat up. I thought that the Rams beat them up at the line of scrimmage. They were running the football down their throats. You know Jalen Smith, Van Der Esch, how elite these boys looked during the regular season. They were running all over these guys. They couldn't pass coverage. They couldn't run. They didn't cover in the run very well. Chris Richards was getting on them big time because of that reason. The Dallas Cowboys, it wasn't about coaching Saturday. They got beat up. That's why they lost that game.
Did you see anything in the coaching that you thought was the reason that it is over for them?
Well, it's not the, you know, necessarily what I saw in the coaching thing. Stephen A., you hit it, you know, dead on. I mean, the Rams did everything but take their lunch money.
That's right.
They actually took their playoff money, though, didn't they?
Yes, they did.
But as I'm looking at it, they beat them down. I would have liked to have seen the Cowboys have some kind of quarterback running game in there. Don't complain about a team being an 8-man spacing or all this. Well, so what? I don't care if there's 12 guys up there. Run the football. Find a way. There's no gap scheme runs. Please, whatever you do, don't just run like a zone play away from Aaron Donald. By the way, he's off the ball as fast as the football is. He's living in your backfield. And by the way, the Rams got a new defensive tackle, Ndamukong Suh. He showed up.
That's right.
Like, I'm sorry, but do something to where you've got to have some kind of running game. and let the quarterback run.
Well, nobody, without question, you're right, because clearly Jason Garrett didn't do everything right. I'm just saying that it wasn't a fireable offense, his coaching from Saturday. Primarily what the problem was, they got beat up. Now, when you saw Jared Goff run for that first down to basically secure the victory and let the clock run out, you could have been utilizing Dak Prescott like that throughout the evening. So one could make that argument, there's no question. Could have found Amari Cooper more as well. Find a way to find a way. That's really what it comes down to. But in the end, when you're getting beat up at the line of scrimmage, when you're giving up 273 yards rushing, when you got two different running backs with over 100-plus yards, and just ramming it down your throat, when you run the ball 48 times, which is more than you ran at any other time throughout this year, you ran the ball 48 times, you threw the ball 28 times. I mean, one article said that it was like Sean McVay resembled Chuck Knox from the 1970s, for crying out loud. Give them the ball, run it down their throat. That's what they did to the Dallas Cowboys, and the Dallas Cowboys, they seemed like they didn't, it wasn't that they didn't know what was coming. They seemed helpless to do anything about it physically. And I think that was the shock in all
The
of
only
this.
thing missing from the Rams attack was Lawrence McCutcheon.
Oh, my
back in the
goodness.
Chuck Knox days.